messed up. So, you know, it was me that had to fix this.
Well, most young fellas go through that rebellious period.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, I really pushed them out of my life. You know, I really pushed them out of my life. I really got it wrong, you know.
In what way?
Oh, I drove him out of the house. I didn't see him or hear from him, you know. We didn't speak at all. It's horrible. It's horrible to even think about it. I cringe, you know, that I did what I did. It's awful.
Were you ever attracted to any other faith or religion or belief or spirituality? Or?
Not so much attracted to. I mean, I love the idea of meditation. I love the idea of being able to focus and relax and, you know, get rid of all of those, you know, negative thoughts and feelings and stress in your life. We live, it's so much rubbish on our shoulders in this day and age, you know, that we need to release. But, you know, never once have I, you know, prayed to anyone else or, you know, feel that I want to. But I would like to try and somehow focus all of these feelings and thoughts towards something. That's a talent, I think, that I've yet to receive.
What kind of baggage are you talking about, do you
Just
think?
rubbish details. Like, there's no...
Do you retain hurt and offence?
No, you know what? Honest to God, I have this... Maybe it's a bad thing, but I have an ability to not hold a grudge and to let things go. I don't hold a grudge. I mean, I've had enough. I've had reason to hold grudges with people that are now very good friends of mine. Again, Louis Walsh, you know, some of the lads in Boyzone. And I don't. None of us do, thank God. Boyzone would not be where it is now if I held a grudge, in the sense that we wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be in the band. I wouldn't be back. And that would be a great regret if I was to see the lads go ahead and do it without me.
So am I right in saying that, generally speaking, you're not a stressed person?
I'm not a stressed person, on one hand, Gay, and on the other hand I am. I get totally stressed about things I shouldn't get stressed about.
Like what?
Like, you know, my health, my kids' health, Yvonne's health, my family's health, my brothers and sisters. I think about it all the time. You know, I found a lump in my testicle about 2 years ago, and I freaked out, totally. And it was totally normal, but, you know, I had myself written off, you know, that was it was all over. And that's a tough thing to do, actually, is to go into your doctor and drop your trousers and let him feel your testicles. It's not cool, it's not comfortable, but, you know, I had to do it. So I did, and it was fine, and everything's grand. I got it checked, and all grand. But, you know, I worry about these things, you know. I shouldn't. And as soon as I have one thing over with, the stress is gone, I need to find something else to stress about.
Okay, we're coming near the end. I don't detect any resentment against the Catholic Church, in spite of your trials and tribulations about it. You don't?
No, I don't. I don't have a problem with anyone.
Is that because you reckon you've been very lucky?
I'm really blessed, totally blessed. I have this opportunity. I mean, I don't have a problem with the Catholic Church. I don't really. I have things that niggle away at me, but I don't. I admire, you know, priests and the work that they do, because they're incredibly intelligent, spiritual, brilliant people. These are issues that lie within me, not within anyone else. So, you know, I'll figure them out. I'll deal with them.
And when you met the Pope,
yeah, that was
personally,
yeah, that was pretty special. I felt I was in the presence of greatness when I met him. It's like meeting Bono, you know. You know, but you feel like you're in the room with someone really special. Like, I've been in a room with Michael Jackson and felt nothing, you know, almost freaked out in a way and wanted to get out of the room. And then I've been in the room, you know, with the Pope. And I know these are very, very different people, but you feel like when you're in a room with someone like Bono, you feel like you're in the presence of greatness, because he is a special character, as is Geldof and people like that.
What's the greatness about Bono and Geldof?
You know, Bono is probably the greatest rock and roll star in the world, but yet he's done more for the country, for Africa, for the planet. And that's an amazing achievement, what he's done for people. You know, he's very selfless. I remember watching an interview, and he was at St Andrews. I think the G8 was going on up there, and he landed in a helicopter, and someone was slagging him off, you know, saying, "Here you are, you know, who do you think you are, swanning in and out?" And he said, "You know what? For everyone like you that has a question like that for me, you know, there's 1 million people in Africa that I'm helping and I'm saving, so I don't really give about you, right?" And it was great. It was brilliant. What he's doing matters, you know. It really matters. I've been to Africa. I've been to Ghana. You know, I've been out there. I'm on the ground. I've seen what has to be done, and I've seen what has been done, and it's incredible. And you know, he deserves more recognition than what he has already.
And Bob as well.
And Bob is amazing. I mean,
amazing. Well, you're doing it.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, I've so much to learn. That's the one thing that some people in my shoes get wrong. you know. Educate yourself. I'm not an authority on cancer in any way. I have a long way to go. I have a lot to learn. But I know what I know, and I'm trying to help people in that. But, you know, with people like Bono and Bob, you got to take your hat off to them. They know what they're doing.
One last question we ask all our interviewees. If and when the time comes that you meet God, what would you say to him?
I'll ask him, well, I'm presuming you find it all out at that time. But, you know, why? You know, why did these things happen? You know, why do we suffer? You know, why do people have to go like they go? That's the unfair part, really, you know. Why do children have to die? You know, that doesn't make sense to me. It never will until that time, I guess.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gay. Cheers. Thank you, sir.